What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video today, and in this video we are at Oklahoma City Will Rogers World Airport for the 6th airport update for the month of April 2022. Once again, it's another busy Oklahoma City Will Rogers World Airport update, so we're going to go ahead and hop straight in. Starting off at gate 11, here on the north side of the western end of the terminal building, we have this United Express CJ700 in the Continental Globe livery, kind of a frequent visitor here and frequent appearance in the Oklahoma City airport updates. This aircraft arrived in on a service from Denver International, flight 4801, and I believe a SkyWest flight. They arrived in at 8:43 p.m., a bit delayed from an 8:10 p.m. scheduled arrival. 33-minute delay for this aircraft. And before I go any further, I forgot to mention this at the beginning of the video. I do want to apologize for any background noise. The air conditioning in my house is running right now, as it is almost 80 degrees in Sioux Falls. We did have some severe thunderstorms. We've been at like 5 this morning, so I got woken up by that. And yeah. But getting back on track to the airport update at gate number 5. I don't think I've used this gate yet in Oklahoma City airport update yet, but here we are. Is this United Express Embraer 175 in the Evo Blue livery. This aircraft arrived in on a service from Chicago O'Hare, flight 5717, at 9:35 p.m. ahead of a scheduled 9:56 p.m. arrival, and I believe these are ExpressJet aircraft. Starting to make the rounds towards the southern part of the terminal building where there is a really good lineup of aircraft. At gate number 1, we have this American Eagle CJ700. This aircraft arrived in on a service from Phoenix Sky Harbor International, flight 5755, right on time at 1:02 p.m. All flights from this airport update are from Thursday, April 21st, and this is a Mesa aircraft. Getting a nice whiff of the cold air coming from the AC from one of the vents in the ceiling. But at gate number 2, we have this Alaska 737-900 with a One World livery. I do not have a regular livery 739 just yet. I'll have to get one at some point. This aircraft arrived in on a service from Seattle, flight 1406 at 5:17 p.m., a bit delayed from a 4:43 p.m. scheduled arrival. That is a 34-minute delay for this aircraft. Another thing I do want to mention too, I forgot to mention this as well at the beginning of the video, but I did get some new lights installed in this area around where the Oklahoma City airport update is at. So hopefully the lighting is a little bit better. It may still be a little bit dark, so if it is, I'll adjust it a little bit during editing. Otherwise, there are new lights in this part of my house, so thankfully that should get the whole lighting situation taken care of, at least for the time being. One light right nearby is out because for some reason the fixture must be broken or something, I don't know, but I'm rambling a little bit too much about other things, so sorry about that. Back on track at gate number 4, we have this American Airbus A320 with the IAE engines and of course the dreadful paint chip on the side. This aircraft arrived in on a service from Dallas-Fort Worth International, flight 2439 at 12:01 p.m., delayed from an 11:23 a.m. scheduled arrival. That is, I think, 38 minutes of a delay for this aircraft. At gate number 6, we have this American Eagle Embraer 175. This aircraft arrived in on a service from Charlotte, flight 3793. By the way, this is an Envoy-operated aircraft, so I guess they have somewhat of a presence out there at Charlotte with some of their Envoy 175s. That's just kind of interesting, something that I noticed there. This aircraft arrived in at 3:21 p.m., a bit delayed from a 3:09 p.m. scheduled arrival, only a 12-minute delay for this aircraft, so that's why the actual arrival text is still green on your screen. Continuing to move on down the line, at gate number 8, we have the SkyWest CJ700. Like I said in the random model airport update from last week, I did get the American Eagle CJ700 pre-ordered. That should be coming in very soon, at least I hope. I don't know when it will come in because I did check the other day. Gemini Jets posted pictures of the boxes of the models on their Instagram stories, so very interesting to see that. So I guess, well, it took them 9 days from the time that they announced the releases until they actually got them into their warehouse. So I'm not sure if I'm going to get them much earlier than expected or if they're just going to hold on to them for a bit and then just try to send them out as the next set of releases will make their way into the US. So very interesting to kind of see that from Gemini Jets. But I should have the American Eagle CJ700 in very soon. But in the meantime, the SkyWest has served as a really nice substitute for a full-flavor American Eagle CJ700. And that will no longer be the case once I have that. But this aircraft arrived in on a flight from Dallas-Fort Worth International, flight 3190 at 5:42 p.m. ahead of a scheduled 5:50 p.m. arrival, one of the handful of SkyWest House livery CJ700s that are currently flying. Couldn't get exact gate information for this aircraft, but from previous instances of featuring Allegiant in Oklahoma City airport updates, put it here at gate number 10. This Allegiant Airbus A319 arrived in on a service from Las Vegas, flight 74, at 6:29 p.m., a bit delayed from a 6:14 p.m. scheduled arrival, 15 minutes behind schedule for this aircraft. I've positioned the camera here so that you can get a good view of that lineup of aircraft, just this nice straight looking line of aircraft all the way down the terminal up until gate number 12 with this Frontier Airbus A320 Neo. This is the Aeroclassics Me of the Dolphin release. This aircraft arrived in on a service from Denver, flight 466 at 2:40 p.m. Ahead of a scheduled 2:42 p.m. arrival. 373 Foxtrot Romeo was the one that was operated on this flight from Thursday, April 21st. I don't think I've used this in an Oklahoma City airport update before, or at least if I have, it's been a little while since I've used it. I think I may use it at least once before, but I can't recall right now. But here at gate 14, we have this SkyWest 737-800 with a candy blue livery with split scimitars. This aircraft arrived in on a service from San Antonio, Texas, flight 2445 at 8:15 p.m., significantly delayed from a 6:45 p.m. scheduled arrival. That is about, I think that's 90-ish minutes approximately, actually exactly 90 minutes for this aircraft. At gate 18 is the SkyWest 737-700 in the Heart livery with split scimitars, getting serviced up or after arriving in on a flight from Chicago Midway, flight 565 at 7:28 p.m. ahead of a scheduled 7:50 p.m. arrival. Ladies and gentlemen, I am finally happy to report that Breeze is making its first appearance in my Oklahoma City airport updates. So Breeze operates out of gate 24, it looks like, at least here in this instance, on the Tampa service on flight 118. Operates on currently Thursdays and Sundays, but I think starting May that will increase to a thrice weekly service. Not sure if they're going to get additional service to Oklahoma City, but as of right now, the Tampa service, I believe, is the only service that Breeze has to OKC. I do want to talk a little bit about just kind of the stuff that's been going around social media for a bit about interest from various airports looking to add Breeze Airways. So it sounds like Rapid City may be trying to get some Breeze service out to San Francisco. So hopefully that means my airport of Sioux Falls is not that far out from getting Breeze service, or is at least going to start expressing interest in adding Breeze service. From where exactly, I don't know. I think Tampa for us would make the most logical sense since Allegiant has quite a big presence already down in the Florida area. I just feel like it would just work for us, just try to draw away some of the market share from Allegiant for those heading down to Florida. But that's just kind of my opinion on that, so I don't know what we'll actually get if Sioux Falls is to get Breeze service in the future. But at gate 24, this Breeze Embraer 195 arrived in on a service from Tampa International, flight 118, at 8:35 a.m. ahead of a scheduled 8:50 a.m. arrival. So a nice early morning service for Breeze, 15 minutes ahead of schedule. At gate 26, we had this Delta 717-200 on a usual service from Atlanta Hartsfield-Jackson, flight 2080, at 3:32 p.m. ahead of a scheduled 3:34 p.m. arrival. So a 2-minute head start, not really much of a head start anyway for this aircraft. At gate 30, we have a bit of an aircraft swap here on the Minneapolis service for Delta Connection. So this is an Embraer 175 with the short winglet, so thankfully I'm able to use this in a more accurate state, even though technically this is a 170 from Republic. So Gemini Jets, I don't know where that Delta Connection Embraer 175 with the enhanced winglets is at. Please get that released at some point. I know it's out there somewhere. You're just kind of sitting on it, waiting for the right time, which I think the right time is now in my opinion, but you're giving us tons of other good regional jets, which I do appreciate, but that Delta Connection Embraer 175 would be really nice to see in the near future. But anyways, getting back on track, so the Minneapolis service, like I said, looks like it's been swapped from a CRJ900 to an Embraer 175. This is an ex-Compass aircraft, indicated by the Charlie Zulu in it. I believe these are now SkyWest-operated aircraft ever since Compass shut down. So arrived in at 5:36 p.m. ahead of a scheduled 5:42 p.m. arrival. And that's all the aircraft at the terminal. We'll go and check out a handful of aircraft just roaming around the airport, a couple cargo aircraft, and one aircraft departing. And just for kicks and giggles, I figured I'd throw in the Delta CRJ900 to just kind of sitting out here in essentially a timeout zone as the Delta Connection Embraer 175 has taken over the service. Sorry about the camera focus there, my iPad's in the way. So there it is right there at gate 30. So in the meantime, the CRJ900 just kind of sitting here in timeout, waiting for that opportunity to get back over there at gate 30 to operate that Minneapolis service. So just kind of sitting out here for whatever reason. I figured I'd throw in here just for fun. So yeah, let's get back on track. First aircraft taxiing here, we have this UPS 757-200 arriving on a service from Louisville, flight 734, at 6:25 a.m., delayed from a 5:33 a.m. scheduled arrival. That is, I think that's 42 minutes of a delay for this aircraft. Right behind that UPS 757, we have this FedEx A300, a very useful aircraft in my collection. This aircraft arrived in on a service from Memphis, flight 437, at 4:56 p.m., a bit delayed from a 4:39 p.m. scheduled arrival. 17 minutes behind schedule for this aircraft. And lastly, to round out the aircraft in this airport update, we have the Southwest 737-700 in the Heart livery with the blended winglets. Taxiing out of the terminal, this aircraft is going to be heading out to Washington Reagan National on flight 2806. It departed at 11:40 a.m., a little bit behind at 11:35 a.m. scheduled departure time. And that'll conclude the 6th airport update at Oklahoma City Will Rogers World Airport. Breeze making its debut here, and a lot of action all throughout, with Alaska making a return to the airport updates. Of course, I can't feature it that much as I don't have a 739 regular delivery, and I don't want to put the One World in there in every update. So I figured I'd just throw it in here just to see if that would work. I'll have to get the 739 regular delivery very, very soon. But nice to have the Breeze. It's kind of why I got it, so that I could have this for the Oklahoma City airport updates and also for random model airports, where it will prove quite useful. And yeah, not much else to talk about really, but again, super excited for the American Eagle CJ700. It's another thing I do want to mention real quick here. Hopefully they'll be in very, very soon. With that being said, that is the end of the video. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.